Oh, Sha'Carri, what are you doing? What are you doing, love? What are you doing? I was just singing your praises over the weekend. And again, I look like a freaking fool. It happens, it comes with the territory. It's part of the gig, you know what I'm saying? Usually try to try to be objective about certain things, and that's what I tried to do with Sha'Carri Richardson. You know what I mean? I knew she was under tons of amount of pressure. I believe that was like her first Olympic Games, and she couldn't make it because of course, we all know the story. She smoked a little marijuana to, I guess, deal with the death of her mother, which is something that's very serious. You know what I mean? So to have the pressure of qualifying for the Olympics and also having your mother die at the same time, I can understand why she took a hit of the spliff. Not everyone's going to understand that, you know what I'm saying? But I understand why she did it. You know what I'm saying? She was probably, her mind was probably erratic, couldn't focus on the task at hand, and she needed a little bud to calm that down. But in all actuality, what I came to discuss was two things. Two things I wanted to discuss. The one that really, really bothered me the most was her liking a xenophobic tweet that was basically targeted towards the Jamaicans. I mean, granted, they try to say it was the Jamaicans talking junk, but let me see if I can find that tweet. It's a tweet that she liked, and I mean, it was all over social media. It was all over the blogs. It was all over everywhere. And this is what the tweet said. I believe the tweet is from someone that calls themselves Goldie. Not y'all Jamaicans still talking shit when y'all gotta walk barefoot to your coconut stand every day for a living. And she had liked that xenophobic tweet. And I'm like, I was just talking about separation. I was just talking about many people trying to make this an American versus Jamaican thing. And I'm like, this is not what this is. You know what I mean? It's like, come on, people know this is part of the games. Running their mouth is part of the games. And now you're going to sit here and like that nasty tweet. Granted, I don't think she likes it anymore. Like, if you were to go and check her likes, I don't think that like is there. I could be wrong. It might still be there. It's just, when I seen this, it hurt me a lot. This was a receipt, and it hurt, bro. It hurt to see that because, I'm from the Caribbean myself. You know what I'm saying? I'm Haitian. You know what I mean? And they say very similar things to Haitians. You know what I'm saying? So to see that, and then to see her like that, I was like, damn, do you feel like that about all Caribbeans? Do you really feel that way about Jamaicans? Is that how you really feel? Are you participating with the separation, the divide and conquer that's taking place? You know what I'm saying? Like I said, she's very, very young. She's only 21. She just lost her mom. She got the world watching everything that she's doing. So it's the pressure. The pressure is real. But just to see this, I'm like, fuck. I was just singing your praises. I was just telling people, yo, don't go so hard on her. You know what I mean? Don't fall into the narrative of Jamaicans versus Americans and all that. And I'm like, fuck. And then now what she does is this shit. She does this shit. She likes the xenophobic tweet. And I'm like, fuck. You're not making this shit any easier. Not just for me. Fuck what I said. Fuck what I said in the last video. You know what I'm saying? What about you? Like, you got all these endorsements. You got all these things on deck because you are a personality. They like your pizzazz. They like what you bring to the table for track and field. You can transcend the sport. You can bring the sport to another level. Like, and then this, like in a xenophobic tweet. You know what I mean? It's very bad. I'm hoping that she learned her lesson from it. And another thing that I want to talk about. Her throwing shade to Allyson Felix, man. I thought that was extremely nasty. Allyson Felix has been nothing less than a class act. Super classy woman. I mean, she came back from all types of turmoil, all types of injury, all types of life situations that prevented her from, being what she is now. You know what I'm saying? Let's get into the clip where she shows Sha'Carri Richardson love, and then I'll come back to discuss what Sha'Carri had to say about her, man. This really disgusted me. Be right back.
So I hope that she's just supported. I hope people rally around her. Obviously, she has a great personality, and she's brought in a lot of attention to the sport, and I think she'll be in the sport for a very long time. And so I think just more than anything, for all athletes, there's so much that goes into it. We just, give her the support that she needs.
I got you. And to see that, like, how classy she wasn't even trying to throw shade. She didn't even try to make sense, not even make sense, but try to bring light to her smoking marijuana. She said, yo, she's been through a lot. And she acknowledged that she's a superstar in this sport. And then you got Sha'Carri. I don't know if she was still emotional about the loss because it was still very fresh. It was still very new. I don't know if it was a tweet. All I can say is that she did something on social media, on Instagram, in her Instagram story. Okay. It was on her Instagram story. I guess the day after that clip that you just saw, she goes into her Instagram story stating, encouraging, well, she didn't state it. I believe she typed it. Encouraging words on TV shows are just as real as, well, nothing at all. And then the second post read, be a good person, but don't waste time proving it. So it's like, I don't know if she's trying to throw shade at Allyson Felix, trying to say she's being phony. I don't know if they had issues behind the scenes that we know nothing about. My thing is that if there is an issue that y'all had behind the scenes, this was not the way to try to expose it. Or if there isn't an issue, I'm sure you could have went behind the scenes and hollered at her and see what she was trying to say. I don't think she was throwing shade at you, but I don't know. I can't tell you what Sha'Carri was thinking and what she's going through right now. I've never been at that level of athleticism or competitive be at that level of competitive competitive. I guess what's the word I'm looking for? I never competed at that level. Let me say that. And she's competing at a world class level, and guess what? The world is watching her. So I don't know what type of pressure she's dealing with. I could only imagine it. But it doesn't mean you crack under it and do crazy things, man. I hope those two ladies could link up and figure out how basically, I want them ladies to link up, and hopefully Allyson can figure out a way to help Sha'Carri deal with all the pressure, because obviously she's been through it. She can be an amazing mentor for Sha'Carri Richardson. Allyson Felix, that is. Allyson Felix can be an amazing mentor for Sha'Carri Richardson. You know what I mean? Even if it's just like someone Sha'Carri needs to talk to that's been at that level. You know what I'm saying? She could talk to her, but man, I'm just hoping that a lot of this has been squashed behind the scenes, because a lot of it played out in front of the world. Hopefully it gets squashed behind the scenes and things need to get, taken care of, because man, oh man, when I saw the news, I felt like a dumbass. Man. Well, that's the end of this video. It's Brother DSP. Please be sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on the post notifications. I'm gone.